My purpose is 100% to be a storyteller, to take pictures and to tell stories. Like, I don't know if it's creative, I'm just like living my life, but I love to garden and I love to do my little meditations and tea ceremonies and go surf and camp and play music and go to concerts and do ceramics and paint. I've always been curious and I just say yes to everything. The word no is not in my vocabulary because if it's accessible to me and I have the ability, why not? Being a photographer from the time I was 14 to now, that's a long time, that's a long journey. In the beginning, it was just self-expression or a sense of feeling like belonging because I started shooting photos as a skate photographer and I always wanted to have a reason to show up to skate with all the boys. After that, it was just documenting my life, the skate scene, and then playing in a metal band and documenting that. And when I was younger, I thought I had to shoot supermodels and people that wore certain clothes and whatever I saw in magazines, and that was such a manipulated thing to think was valuable as a young girl. I thought that I had to go so far to seek like cool stories, and I didn't realize the coolest story was like literally in front of my face, and it was my mother. The work got much more personal because the stories got much more real, and I had to face things that were really difficult to see. And I've kind of went from a body of work that was just like fun and full of life and lust, and I'm kind of focusing more on our journeys and death and things that we fear. Like photographing those hard moments, that does bring more joy because it makes you really, really appreciate your life and the people in it. My mom already at this point was 6 years into being partially paralyzed, and she had a stroke. And I just started realizing how fragile life is and how fragile she was. I started documenting her, and it created this really beautiful bond and love language between us of me being able to capture what was still left of her. She became my muse, and over the last 8 years I've been taking photos of her. Then she got diagnosed with cancer, and then when that happened, I started to see her a lot more often because I didn't know how soon she was gonna go. As a teenager, she was going through menopause and we wanted to murder each other. And she said, you know, one of the best things that's ever happened to me was getting a stroke because she became less controlling and her relationships got better. She accepted me 100% for who I was. I didn't feel that way always at all. Towards the very end, I felt like that because she accepted herself, so then she could accept me. And eventually, when she accepted the fact that I'm just gonna be taking her pictures a lot, she then started to almost perform for me and liked being photographed because she knew that I made her look good because what I was capturing was real. I've always wanted to make a book about her, so now I'm in the process of making it. In her honor, she brought out the best in me, and I think I got to bring out the best in her. We told each other things that nobody else knew. I was very honored to get to know certain things about her because then it taught me so much about myself. It's not easy to look at a picture like this a couple months before she died. It's not easy, but also this is life. If we're lucky enough to get old and live a full life, like we're all gonna be in this situation. She told me to cover her eyes. And I was like, why do you want me to cover your eyes with your scarf? And she's like, because I need to cry. And I'm like, really? What are you crying about? And she's like, I need to cry because I'm so sad that you're my youngest daughter and I'm leaving you here on this world by yourself. But the thing is, she's like in this plant. She's right in the sun flare that's behind me. She's like, she is my hair. You know, I had a dream about her and she said something like, if you ever forget where I am or who I am or you're not noticing me, just look at the blue in your eyes in the mirror and I'll always be the blue in your eyes. I'm not married, I'm not taking care of any kids, I'm not, you know, in a relationship, I'm not doing anything else. So if I can just be storytelling, this is a need, this gives me purpose to live. So meditative. Yeah, I mean, working with earth, clay, it does make you sit still. Another thing, just like surfing, you're not touching your phone when your hands look like this. Disconnecting from the busy life, and you can just sit here in silence and just create shapes and sculpt and make things. And sometimes I do this with a group of girlfriends, and we're either talking and it's our like therapy, or we just sit in silence together, and it's kind of magical to be able to sit in a group of people in complete silence. Yeah, you feel satisfied because you walk away and then you have something like a finished product. The thing I'm working on now, feeling like I'm enough just by being who I am rather than what I have to offer. I just want it to be enough for just existing. And I think that's like something that I'm coming to at this age. The definition of self-love for me is giving myself the space to have patience of wherever I'm at. It's also things that make me tune in with myself, whether it's a sense of prayer or meditation or just stillness and silence. I think that's helped me with self-love. My wildest dream, continue making art till the day I die.